So, what is up, guys? Today is November 15th. It is currently 1:26 p.m. The markets are still live. We're going to go over the trades I made today. I made 4 trades on 2 stocks. Traded each of them. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Traded one of them 3 times and the other one 2 times. So I made 5 trades. But, anyways. We'll go over all the trades I made today. Finishing up $380. Very good on a Friday for me. Usually Fridays are a little slower. I found a couple opportunities, snatched some profit, and ran. Got out of here before I lost any of it. So, as you can tell, there's toys back here. This is my kid's playroom / my trading room. So I can trade and watch him because I am a stay-at-home dad. So, got to be able to keep eyes on him. Keep him entertained and play. That way I can also play. So we'll go over the trades today. I just wanted to zoom in on that so you can actually see it. Get this back to full screen. There might be an easier way to do it. I don't know how. Boom. There we go. Perfect. So I'm going to go to the charts and I've just got it pulled up like this. I started coughing today for some reason. So we had 2 stocks on watch mainly. I had 2 on the back burner. Neither one of them did amazing, but we can go over those as well. Trying to zoom as much as I can. So UHHS, which you can see on the 5-minute chart over here, it spiked up last night. If I'm not mistaken, it was on earnings. Let's double check here. Pull the news up for it. Scroll down. Oh, went way too far. So yesterday, let's pull this up. Yeah, so earnings. Boom, earnings. So, oops, I'm gonna pull it back up because I'm pretty sure their earnings was just, maybe it was just okay. One of the earnings was just outrageously massive. Well, anyways, it was gapping up on earnings, and the float on UHHS is 10 million. So 10 million in float, but it was only $1. It gapped up from 40 cents. So 10 million float on a 40-cent stock is just, it's irrelevant. So I mean, it's a good thing. And we were just trying to keep it above $1 basically. So let me see if this is the first one I took a trade on. It's not. Well, first trade on it was at 9.34. So I was looking for it. I just don't feel prepared at all. And I will upload the live trading so you can see like me, making the decisions that I did make. So let's just put a line here, and that was basically pre-market highs right here. Okay, so I was looking for it to stay above pre-market highs, and it looked good, to do that. So I went ahead and grabbed 2,000 shares, which is actually a pretty small position. It's like, just under $3,000. So not a lot of risk there. Grabbed them at 39, and I got out at 31 because I was scared it was going to flush down here, and it didn't. So I hopped back in, except this time I went in with big size, 6,000 shares, which is just under $7 grand, and then sold. Oops. Sold 2,000 at 143, and then 2,000 at 146. Still holding 2,000 shares, so I sold the other 1,000 at 148. And the last bit of it at 152. And I'm thinking that was all of it. Yep. So that was all the trades on that, and that got me $460 profit on that one stock. So the second trade worked out perfect. Let's see what the high was. The high was like 157, so I mean I left a little on the table, not a lot. But I mean, I'm obviously very happy with that trade. And then it did end up curling back up after it fell pretty hard. Now it's a 5-minute chart, so let's make it. I mean, it fell really hard, came all the way down to bottom support at 110, and then worked its way back up. But I mean, I'd already got my money. I was not interested in losing it, so I wasn't interested at this point. So the other stock that I traded was PSTV. Now this one also had some news that came out this morning. I don't remember what it was, but either way, it was also gapping up. And these were the only two stocks that were gapping up that we were really interested in. And this one has a much lower float. Well, according to Yahoo Finance, the float is 223,000, which is just so small. That means there's only 223,000 shares of this stock available to the public. So I don't know if that's correct or not. Floats change as stocks do splits. They'll do what? Don't need to do that. They'll do reverse splits a lot if the stock's really cheap. But I don't know if this one. I'm assuming it has, because the 200 moving average up here is already at 86. But anyways, it was gapping up, so we were watching it. I was mainly watching this line here to see when it was going to break above it, and that's when I got in on this. I got in a little high because it spiked up pretty quick. I don't know if I was watching exactly. I honestly can't remember. But my first trade on it was 9:31, which is kind of one of my rules. Don't trade before 9:32, but I still got in at 290 as it was coming down on the dip, because a lot of the stocks that have been gapping up have been dropping in the open and then curling back up higher. So let's just kind of zoom in on the trade here so I can see exactly. So I got in 2,000 shares at 290, sold 500 at 295, and 1,500 at 294, which was, a winner, not huge. Then I got back in with 2,000 shares at 304 and sold them at 291. At this point, I was down $174. I do remember that. So, come on. So as this was surging up, I just market ordered in, which was not necessarily the right thing to do, but I got filled kind of high up here at 317 with 1,000 shares. So I kept it small because I was afraid, if it came back down, I'd obviously be down like 250 on it. But it worked out. It popped up, and I sold I sold it in parts. I always scale out. So I sold 500 shares at 323 and the other 500 at 330, which got me to only an $80 loss rather than $174 loss, bringing my total profit for the day to 380, which was awesome. Now, minimize that. I'm going to drag this over my trader view so you can see. So I haven't uploaded my trades from today, but my total profit on this account was $25.32 before today. So with today added, it's going to be just over $2,900. Yeah, like $2,912, something like that. So almost $3,000 profit on a $5,000 account since basically November 1st. I mean, I started August 30th, but on August 31st, I basically, my second day, I lost everything I'd made the day before and just a tad more. So I was just barely in the negative. And on the first, I think I broke even. So I was like at zero profit, zero loss. And from there, I've grown it up to $2,900 profit. So doing pretty good on this small account. I mean, this is a paper account, so it's not real money. Don't get too excited. But it will be real money one day. I'm going to do this for like a year to make sure I know exactly what I'm doing down to the T. I want to be able to be profitable for at least 3 or 4 months in a row before I put real money in, because the difference between this paper account and a real account, when you put in an order to buy on the time and sales here, see this share size? Let's say I put in an order for 2,000 shares at a certain price. Literally 2,000 shares have to go by at that price to get filled. In real life, you might get 200 shares, 500 shares, 700 shares filled, and then it could go back up and the rest of your order not even get filled. You can have partial orders, stuff like that. So there's a big difference there. Let's see. There's no pre-market buying and selling with this account, which I found out a couple days ago. Well, confirmed it a couple days ago. I kind of knew it before, but I confirmed it the other day. Another biggest thing is emotions. That's the biggest thing. I can go in with $100,000 with a simulated account, and not care, because if I lose some, it's not a big deal. Now, if I go in with $5,000 of my real money, heart starts pounding. It's like, ooh, am I going to lose $200 or $300 in 15 seconds, or am I going to make $200 or $300 and be happy? So, and I've had real accounts in the past. I've blown up 2 that I know of, basically. So now I'm basically back to school, learning as much as I can, getting as good as I can, and we'll go from there. Once I get this down pat, I'll put in real money, and I'll go slow. And I'll still, record, do daily recaps and stuff like that, because I think that'll keep me grounded and keep me motivated, for one. So it'll help me. It'll keep me from making trades that are just dumb, because obviously I don't want to look dumb. So, anyways, those are my trades for today. All my filled positions. $380, $2,900 in profit. Maybe by the end of the month I will have doubled my $5,000. Now, I did start with $5,000, but with 2 times leverage, I was trading with. I had $10,000 I could trade with. So that's why this up here says 14,000. It's because when I started the account with 5, I made this 10 so that it would let me trade with 10, because that's 2 times leverage. So because I know when I did start it with 5 one day, and it wouldn't let me trade with like 5,100. It kept rejecting my order. You don't have enough buying power. I was like, well, I should have leverage. So I made that 10. That's why it's 47 now, because the other day when I had to reset it because of it not letting me sell after hours, I had to reset it, even everything out. At that time, I was up $2,000. So 2,000 plus the 5,000, 7,000 times 2, 14,000. So, anyways, those are my trades for today. That's the recap. I'll upload this to YouTube and share it on Facebook, and I will upload the live trades from today as well in that video. So, thanks for watching. We'll be back Monday morning, Money Monday. Hopefully, I can make $200 or $300 that day. Awesome. See y'all later.